Hello guys, today I'll be going over a ton of tips and tricks for World 4 to hopefully make it way easier. The first tip will be against the first boss because I know a lot of people struggle with him. Some things to keep in mind is to never try and parry his attacks, never try and block his attacks, and never try and dodge his attacks because it won't work. Also, when he tries to suck your soul, just roll and it should break the chain. And this is how your fight should look. Dash in, spam M1, he attacks, dash out, go in, spam M1 until he attacks again. He's trying to suck my soul, so I roll out, he attacks, so I double dash out, attack him again, he's sucking my soul, so I roll, waiting for his attack, and double dash out, right after the attack, I jump back in, he's trying to suck my soul, so I roll again, wait for his attack, double dash out, dash back in, he's trying to suck my soul, so I roll, and then he should be dead. GG's. And that's probably the easiest way to kill him, and the most consistent way to kill him also. I forgot to mention this, but don't try and stun him because he'll just resist it and it'll do nothing to him. If you somehow still have trouble with the first boss, just hide behind this pillar and use like spam abilities until it dies, but you need an ability that can auto aim basically. This tip is for rooms. Try and kill vampires as soon as possible because if you lose track of them, then it's really hard to dodge their knives. So chase them down and kill them before they just hide in a corner. This tip is for rooms, but when they're circular, go around the room and kill off the ranged units like vampires and flesh cannons, also infested trees, and this makes it way easier to focus on the melee mobs since there's nothing that's just going to be like hitting you out of nowhere. Also, my next tip here is that flesh giants, when they split into two, they can instantly attack, so try and get some distance before you kill them, or else you just get smacked out of nowhere. Or like after you split them, just roll it backwards or roll anywhere actually as soon as possible. A sort of random tip, but you never want to be close to these traps since their reset time is super low, and if you step into them and it like bites, you basically can't get out without taking damage. So just go over them or play away from them. I highly suggest you pick at least one level of lifesteal since you just get hit out of nowhere a lot in World 4 since the rooms are just squished and vampire knives bouncing, also flesh cannon, like the cannonballs bouncing. You just get hit a lot from nowhere. In the room before the first boss, I suggest you come down here and pick up this Scarlet's Rose since it gives you the weapon, and even if you don't want that weapon, it gives you some experience which could help you level up in future rooms. This tip is for the second boss. There's no really cheese strats for this boss. Just try and dodge and parry when they flail their arms, I guess. You just have to predict. I think their attacks come really quickly, so just try and react off that. And for that jumping attack, you can just roll. It will do knockback, but it won't do damage. Oh yeah, try and stay in front of this mob. This boss. It'll be way easier to parry and dodge and roll away from like the attacks. This would be way easier if I wasn't lagging and recording at the same time. Never mind, I actually found some crazy cheese with this boss. Just stand over here at the stairs and the boss will literally just like turn off, bro. It can't do anything. It's just a free, this is the most free boss ever. But if you don't do this bug, it'll probably be the hardest boss of the entire game because the attacks are so random, and it also has resistance which prevents you from stunning it at all. This next tip is for the blood demon. Just like the first boss, he actually can't get stunned, so I can try and stun him, but it'll just resist. Also, when he attacks, he can hit you with the sword and then also the shockwave, so don't get hit by that. It will deal like double damage to you. If you're really close to leveling up and you think that the ominous chest will give you enough experience, it actually won't, and here's the proof. In chapter 3, you should focus on killing the moon witches first, because anything inside of its circle, the moon witch will heal, and also when it attacks, if you're too close to it, it'll push you away. I'll try to show you here. It just pushes you away, and that can shove you into mobs, which can be very devastating. Unfortunately, there's not really cheese for this boss. I mean, you can try and go over here and go onto the chair, but if the hand comes after you or if he uses the beam, then you're gonna get hit. And sometimes the chair doesn't even block the attacks, so it's best to just spam M1 on the boss, since honestly this is probably the easiest boss, or second easiest boss. It's not that hard to beat him. That's all I have for the tips and tricks of World 4. If you have any that I didn't mention, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Otherwise, subscribe and use code Infer. See you in the next one.